So, hi everyone. This one is the continuation of our lesson in exponential function equation and inequality. So, we have your doubling time growth model. The doubling time growth model is defined as P of t is equal to P sub 0 multiplied by 2 raised to t over d. So, this t over d is an exponent. Now, P of t represents the population at certain time t. P sub 0 is the population at time t equals 0 at the start. And this d is the doubling time when when the population will be doubled. So for our first example, we have the bacterium Escherichia, E. coli in other words, is found naturally in the intestines of many mammals. In a particular laboratory experiment, the doubling time for E. coli is found to be 30 minutes. Now, if the experiment starts with a population of 1,000 E. coli and there is no change in the doubling time, the question here is how many bacteria will be present in 15 minutes and in 4 hours. Now, take note the given. We have here 1,000 E. coli. What is this? 30 minutes. Okay. Now, let us solve this. For our solution, let us write the equation. P of t is equal to P sub 0 multiplied by 2 raised to t over t. Now, what is our P of t? That is what we are going to solve. The population at time t. Okay, what is the initial population? Based on the problem, it is 1,000 E. coli. And the doubling time is 30 minutes. 30 minutes because it takes 30 minutes for E. coli to be doubled. Now, for the first question is, how many E. coli are there in 15 minutes? So, our t here is 15. Now, let us replace the variables by its value. T was replaced by 15. Okay, so t was replaced by 15. We have here 15. And we also have here 15 because t was replaced by 15. And we also have p sub 0 was replaced by 1,000. So we have here p sub 0 as 1,000. Okay, multiplied by 2 raised to 15 over 30 because the doubling time is 30. So now, I just want you to input this on your calculator. 1,000 multiplied by 2 raised to open parenthesis 15 divided by 30. And if you do so, I'll give you 3 seconds, no, perhaps, to solve, or you can post this if you want. Now, the result or the answer is P of 15 or the population in 15 minutes is approximately equal to 1,414.21 E. coli. So, since E. coli is the bacteria should be a whole number, the number of bacteria should be a whole number, we can just consider 1,414. Okay, we can just remove 0.21. So for our second example, we have here 4 hours. We have to take note that 4 hours is 240 minutes. Sir, why did you change 4 hours into minutes? Take note that the doubling time is, or the unit in doubling time is in minutes. Therefore, we are going to use minutes for our t, time t. Now, we have here P sub 0 still 1,000. The value of P sub 0 is 1,000 as well as D, which is 30. The only difference between the first and this one is the T or the time. Now we have here P of 240. We just replace T by 240. And then by computing this, you can post this if you want to solve before I reveal the answer. Okay, so the answer here, if you input this on your calculator, is P of 240 or population at 4 hours is 256,000 ecoli. Okay? So, now we have your half-life decay model. The half-life decay model is defined as A of t equals A sub 0 multiplied by 1/2 raised to t over h. This A of t is the amount at time t. A sub 0 is amount at time t equals 0 or the amount at the start, and h is the time to make it half, or time it takes to be half. We have your a radioactive isotope was discovered. Its half-life is 1.23 years. If the sample starts at 45 grams, how much will be left in 10 months? And for letter B is in 7.6. So we have here the solution, the formula. Okay, we are asked for A of t, and we are given A sub 0, which is 45 grams. We also have H as 1.23 years, or if we are going to convert it in months, we have 14.76 months. In our first question, what will be the amount in 10 months? So to answer that, we have to replace the variables by their values. Like what we did earlier, the variables was replaced by, or were replaced by their values. Okay, A sub 0 will be replaced by 45, T was replaced by 10, and H was replaced by 14.76. So why is it 14.76? Because the given T is in months. Therefore, we must also use months for our half-life. Okay, so we have here 10 over 14.76. And by computing that using your calculator, we have A of t, or A of 10 rather, is approximately equal to 28.14 grams. Okay? For our second example, same given, the only difference between the first and the second is this t. Now, since we have here the unit as years, we are going to use 1.23 as the value of h. So we have here A of 7.6 is equal to 45 multiplied by 1/2 raised to 7.6. That is our t divided by h, which is our half-life, 1.23. Take note that they must have the same unit. So doing so, or solving for this using our calculator, we have, okay, A of 7.6, or the amount after 7.6 years, is 0.62 grams. Now, let us have this compound interest. The compound interest equation is given by F is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus J over M. And this 1 plus J over M is raised to Tm. What are these values or variables stands for now? Or stand for? F is the final amount of the investment. Okay? Or the future value. P is the principal investment. J is the annual interest rate. M is the number of times interest compounded each year. Okay? T is the number of years. Now, later, in our example, we will determine on the problem, what are these, no? So, let us proceed to the example for me to show it clear. So, we have here 10,000 is invested in, if 10,000 is invested in account paying 10% compounded monthly, how much will be in the account at the end of 10 years? Okay, we have here P as 10,000 because this is the principal amount, and this money is this amount is what will we invest. Okay, now we have also J, or the rate, as 10% or 0.10 in decimal. We also have T as 10 because the time here we have 10 years and M is 12. So why is it 12? Because it tells us that it is compounded monthly. Okay, because of this symbol. If it compounds monthly, meaning to say it compounded 12 times in a year. Okay, because M stands for the number of compounding period in a year. So the value of M will be equal to 12 because, as I have said, M stands for the number of compounding period in a year. Since it is compounded monthly, it will be, or since there are 12 months in a year, therefore M is equal to 12. Okay? So this is the given, and this is our formula. Replace the variables by their values. So we have your P for 10,000, J or 0.1 for J. We have TM. It should be switch, no? T is 10, M is 12. Okay? I just switch those two. And we also have the denominator as 12 because M is 12. And if we input this on your calculator, or on our calculator, we have, okay, the value of F, or the amount, my money after 10 years will be 27,070.41 or 27,070 pesos and 41 centavos. For our second definition, we have the exponential function with base e is denoted by f of x equals e raised to x. And the exponent x can be any real number. So we have your continuously compound interest. The continuously compound interest equation is given by f is equal to p multiplied by e raised to rt. And like on the previous example, we have P is the principal investment, F is the final amount of investment, R is the annual interest rate, and T is the number of years. And we have this example, if 10,000 is invested in account paying 10,000 compounded continuously, how many will be in the account at the end of 10 years? Given is 10,000 as P. Rate is just the same. The time is just the same. But we are going to use different formula. Okay? Replacing the variables by their values, we have 1,000 or 10,000 multiplied by E raised to 0.10 times 10 because our R is 10%, that is 0.1, and our T is 10. And by solving this using our calculator, we have 27,182 pesos and 82 centavos. So that will be the amount after 10 years. And if we're going to compare what we have earlier and what we have in our continuously compound, it seems to be this one is higher or bigger than the previous one. So now you have to solve this equation. Try to practice solving exponential equation. Okay. And this one as well, solve each inequality. You may practice it on your own. And As I have said on my previous video, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the notification bell and the subscribe button so that you will be updated to our next videos. Now, if you have any question, feel free to ask me anytime. My my Facebook account or Facebook page, you may drop your message there, or you may send it also on our class GC. Okay? Thank you for listening. Have a nice day ahead.